So Australia Day 2021, and here we are from Surf Beach in Kiama again, one of my favorite hangouts. I'm Katina Michael. I'm a professor at Arizona State University in the School for the Future of Innovation in Society, and today we're talking prototypes. It's week 5 and we've just finished the unit on design. We're moving on to prototyping, and following that is going to be implementation, testing and refinement, and then the pitch day. So what is a prototype, or prototypos? Proto meaning first in Greek, and typos, a mold or a structure. And so we've talked about rapid prototyping with Matthew Mitka, and prototyping just needs material. Sometimes you may well need your finger in sand, drawing some kind of sketch. But typically we're drawing something, or we're sketching something, or we're going beyond the sketch and putting it into some kind of form. And often during this COVID time, people have been mailed out materials that they can use to prototype. Most of the time you need scissors, perhaps some glue, colored pencils, some post-it notes, and paper. Cardboard can help too. And it's all about attempting to put your design thinking into some form. By this stage, you've already identified what kinds of by design principles you're working with, and you're doing a lot of user engagement to the point that you're saying to the user, now, what form should this take? If for those of you who are doing digital solutions, for example, Toby, you might be considering some kind of wireframes, and then getting people to look at the wireframes and saying, which one do you like better? Or actually putting their preferences down and asking them to draw what an escape button might look like. So these are the kinds of things I want you to start thinking about. And the thing is here with prototyping, because it's agile and low cost, you can throw pieces of paper away quite easily. If you don't like what you've built, do it again and again and again and again. And that's the iterative process of prototyping. I mean, when people discovered that you could rub 2 sticks together to get fire, I can guarantee you it didn't work the first time. And how did that process happen? Imagine. Firstly, they would have rubbed their hands together to keep warm. And then perhaps they would have understood this notion of friction that they were seeing before them. This stuff that once you've rubbed your hands is left over. And possibly they used the sticks to try and form the same kind of friction to cause fire. But even after the first attempt, and the first successful attempt at fire, you can imagine that the ancient people would have tried to do it again and again and again until they got it right, until they realized they may need to use their breath to blow into the ashes and fire to actually keep it working and protect it from the wind, for example. So think about what this might do in terms of prototyping. Think about whether your project lends itself to a process prototype or a product prototype. And if it's a process, would you draw it on a flow map? If it's a product, is it hard copy or digital? And even if it's digital, can you start off trying to do something in hard copy land by drawing something? Perhaps how the dialog boxes would look. And here you should be learning from high-level design thinking. And I've got a lot of tools that we've been using throughout the week, visual storyboarding and scenarios that would allow yourself to bring these prototypes to life. And I did warn in this week's open office hours, while we're trying to distill the interviews, that in no way we should be thinking about technology, say in week 2 or 3. But by the time we're getting to the end of the session, in week 5, 6, and 7, we really do have to start thinking about what our output will look like. So that's a bit on prototyping. Remember, it's iterative. Remember, it's agile. You can, low costs, and test out your ideas on those around you and see what you think at the end of the day. Which one is it that you're going to show us on pitch day?